Hello everyone. This video will show how to interpret area under a curve on a graph without using calculus. So let's go over this example here. We are given a graph of fuel consumption versus distance graph right here. Our task is to determine the area under the curve over the interval 0, 10, and we're supposed to interpret the result. So looking at this graph right here, so the interval is 0 to 10, so it's going to start from 0 to 10. So I'm going to go ahead and shade this portion. Looking at this shaded portion right here, we can tell that this is a triangle. So I'm just going to go ahead and rewrite that up here. The measures of this triangle that we have here is the base here is 10. So that's going to be 10 kilometers. Well, the height for this is 0.06 liters per kilometer. So we can determine the area for this triangle using the formula area is equals to base times height divided by 2. So we go ahead and plug the values in. So the base here is 10 kilometers. So I'm just going to go ahead and write that's 10 kilometers. And then multiply that by 0.06 liters per kilometer. And then divide that by 2. So I can go ahead and cross out kilometers and kilometers. So then this comes out 10 times 0.06 is 0.6, and then that's over 2. The unit right now is liters because kilometers was crossed out. So then the final answer for this would be 0.3 liters. So this is the area. And we are asked to interpret this result right here. So this 0.3 liters is the total amount of fuel that was consumed when this particle travels from 0 kilometer to 10 kilometers. I'm just going to go ahead and write that up here. Now let's have another example. So in this example, we still have the same fuel consumption versus distance graph, and we're supposed to determine the area under the curve over the interval 10 to 30. So I'm just going to go ahead and shade that portion. Looking at the picture right here, we see a trapezoid. So I can go ahead and draw that trapezoid up here. So the measure of the trapezoid here is we got a 20. And then the other base here is 0.06. Well, the other base is 0.08. So I'm going to go ahead and determine the area for this trapezoid. The two bases of this trapezoids are 0.06 and 0.08. So I'm just going to go ahead and write that up here. Adding these two together and dividing it by 2 would come out 0.07 liters per kilometer. So we can go ahead and cross out kilometers and kilometers. So we're left with liters. So multiplying these two, that would equal to 1.4 liters. So this is the area of this shaded red portion that we have up there. And this area represents the total fuel consumed when the particle traveled from 10 kilometer distance to 30 kilometer distance. So I'm going to go ahead and write that interpretation up here. So that is how we interpret area under a curve on a graph without using calculus.